Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Steve Peterson. Today's video is about installing this Deatschwerks DW65 fuel pump into this Hyundai Veloster stock fuel sending unit that you see here in my pan. This should be basically a direct plug-and-play swap. Today's video is brought to you by KDM Tuners. Shout out to Josh. I've ordered many things from them over the years, and always gotten me great customer service and fast parts. So again, KDM Tuners. I wanted to start fresh here with a stock pump. I haven't done anything to this pump yet. I wanted to show you what's in the box of the DW65. They do make a higher level pump as well, but I thought this one would go well with my needs when it comes to fueling for my Veloster. You really don't need many tools for this job, although I have skipped obviously the biggest part, getting the fuel pump out of the car. There's plenty of videos on the internet showing that process, so I thought I'd make this video a little shorter and quicker by jumping right to the install of this pump on the setup here for the Veloster. Now, this is for a first-gen Hyundai Veloster Turbo. This is a first-gen stock Hyundai Veloster Turbo Fuel pump sender unit here, and again, we're going to be disassembling that. So without further ado, let's get into installing this pump here on the setup here. So first thing I want to do is kind of take you around what we're working with here and show you what's going on. Now with this, this is a stock pump, stock sender. You have the fuel level sensor set up here. You want to be very careful with that, not to damage that. And then the top here, obviously this is where it sits on top of your fuel tank. So all of this below down here is what sits inside of your tank. There's pickups down here at the bottom. You can see there will be fuel in this container when you remove this from your fuel tank. So I like having kind of a catch pan here. So when you're tipping it around or moving it around, you don't get fuel all over the inside of your car. Gasoline smell inside of a car is not very fun. Up here at the top of the pump, some of you may have some differences depending on what kind of fuel line you have in your Veloster. If you have upgraded your fuel line to the stainless steel braided fuel line, this attachment here might look a little different. You might have a fitting on here where your fuel line threads on. If you have not done that upgrade and you're still on a stock fuel line and then a stock hookup, then you'll see something like this where it's just a press-on fitting. Now, if you are doing this fuel pump, I would recommend that you also do the stainless steel braided fuel line upgrade as well on the Veloster. The stock high-pressure fuel pump that's on top of the engine is sufficient, but you're going to want to upgrade your fuel line if you are also upgrading this fuel pump. I have already done so on my Veloster, so this is pretty much going to be a drop-in item for me. Also, up here on the top, you have the connector for your evap canister line. That is the like purge system that releases evaporative stuff for your emissions here. And then you've got the plug on top. That's just a simple connector, pretty easy to remove. Okay, once you get your fuel pump out, again, we're here to disassemble this and get this fuel pump in. So let's get started here. On the underside, you'll see there is a point where there's a couple connectors here. We are going to undo the connector that runs to the top of the fuel pump, which is a kind of a dark blue and a black thicker wire. So over here, that is the black plug. So we're going to just squeeze and pull that guy out. If it is still stuck in this little plastic like hold down spot, you're going to want to release the wires from that. The other pair you're going to release here as well, because that's going to allow us to completely separate this from the rest of the fuel pump. So we're going to squeeze that guy and get that out of there as well. Okay, so I got both of those wires released there. You'll see there's one for the top of the pump and one for the sender. The one for the sender, I'm just going to kind of like hang off to the side here. The one for the pump will come out when we get the pump out. Okay, so what we want to do here is, one of the pickups fell out of the bottom there. That's okay. So what we want to do here is, you'll see that the fuel pump is kind of like on a spring here, and you can kind of press it down a little bit and see that there's a little like retaining lock ring right here on the bottom of that post. That's basically what's keeping these two pieces together. So what we're going to want to do is release that little clip, and hopefully this guy comes out of here easy for me here. So compress it down, and I'm just going to kind of grab it here and hopefully just pull it right out of its place. Maybe. There it goes. Okay, so there's that little clip right there. Set that off to the side. Ooh, it's stuck to my pliers. It's okay. So once we have that out, you'll be able to completely lift the assembly up and kind of swing it off to the side a little bit here. And we're going to drop that spring off of here so we don't lose it either. And you'll see now we can just kind of hang that whole assembly off to the side there, like so. Okay, next thing we need to do, there's a small hose here that I like popping out of the side, just to give me a little bit more playroom in the hose. And then on each corner here, there's these plastic kind of clips. You're going to kind of pull out and up at the same time, and it's going to kind of release that pump from where it's sitting inside this container, and you'll be able to basically lift that whole assembly out like so. There's a little bit of that fuel that I was talking about leaking out. That's why we're doing this on a towel. Woo-wee! And look at that. There's like some gunk down in there. Look at that. We're going to obviously flush all that out, but that is from dirty fuel and stuff inside your fuel tank. And that is how fuel filters get clogged and fueling issues begin. So we're going to take care of that. I'll be right back when we get this clean. Okay, I got the bottom portion of this kind of cleaned out. You can see there, I got all the bugs, and there was like some like black stuff. I don't know what it came from, maybe the inside of the fuel tank somehow. But we got all that out of there. The next thing you're going to want to do is get the fuel pump sock here off the bottom. And I'm going to have to try to clean this as well because I'm dumb and didn't get a new one. Supposedly the one that comes with this fuel pump fits on this fuel pump. The one that comes in the Deatschwerks kit, and it does not. Many have discovered that. No big deal. Just going to use my little screwdriver here to kind of release these locking tabs, hopefully. There we go. There's that one. I don't want to break these, again, because I didn't get a replacement filter. So we're just going to kind of be careful with releasing all these. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Well, that came out of there. Okay, I'm going to see if I can't clean this up. But this is the fuel filter sock off the bottom of the stock pump. You can see there's some stuff in it. We're going to try to clean that up real quick. Okay, now we need to get the pump out of the container here. So obviously we already did unplug, remember at the beginning. So I'm just going to kind of press down where the plug is and kind of push it out the bottom here. There it goes. And it's going to just kind of pop out and release. And then you'll be able to pull the whole pump out of the assembly there. Okay, so now what we are actually replacing here is this guy. And I will show you in a second what that looks like. So DW65 series from Deatschwerks pump is exactly identical to the OEM Hyundai one, as you can see here. They are basically exactly the same. Obviously, there we go, DW65C. Let me get this guy open. There we go. There's a better look at that pump. Obviously there's a cap there on it to keep dirt out for now, but these are virtually identical. The little white plastic clip on the stock pump does not transfer over to the DW. The DW is going to press into an O-ring once it gets pushed back into the their pump assembly. Okay, so also in the box you do get some extra stuff. Now keep in mind, these pumps are meant to be kind of like universal pumps, so they are used in other examples and other platforms and things like that. They do give you some kind of like fuel filter sock in here. This does not fit the stock Hyundai sock, so you're going to want to either get a new one or reuse the one that's in there. I'm just going to reuse the one that's in here. It looks okay. There's some clamps and a little piece of hose and this connector, and all of this stuff is almost not even needed for this install. There you go. You get a sticker. Take this cap here off the bottom of the pump and take this connector off of this pump. And install it on the new one, like so. I don't think this plastic thing needs to get transferred over because I don't know if you can see. Yeah, there we go. You can see one is like for a hose. It's got like a little hose barb style on it, and then the stock one's got like this little plastic ring that fits on here. So I'm assuming that that's just kind of the way it is, but yeah. Okay, let's see if this fits in there. Okay, we got that all pressed in there. Seems like it's all back in there nice and good. I'm going to take the stock sock thing and we're going to go back on with that. Everything should kind of like line back up where it's supposed to be. Looks like it's all back on there nice and good. Okay. There we go. This video is brought to you by KDM Tuners. KDM Tuners is my supply for all of my performance Veloster Hyundai KDM related parts. They sell numerous aftermarket options for a lot of different platforms as well, but they're known for doing a lot of stuff for the KDM community. I highly recommend checking out their products and their website and doing a little shopping for yourself.